Morning. I want to say hello to the Regina Show. What's up? What's up, Libra Butterfly? What's up, Simply Pink and Green? My Usher. What's up, Darcy? What's up, Cubs Girl? What's up, Vivian? Girl, Vivian, honey, they said that I got your birthday wrong, Vivian. Girl, you know you got to remind me. Anyway, hey, Viv, what's going on? You all, I am here this morning because I'm heading on out, but I'm going to let you all know. I'm not upset. I'm flattered. I'm flattered. I did not know that I contributed so much to beef sector history. And I'm flattered. It's almost like getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And I'm flattered. I did not know that these people were so adversely affected by me. And it was really funny when Sir King or Tim Blaine, it wasn't Sir King, it was Tim Blaine, asked, well, weren't y'all friends with him once? Never friends, Tim. There's no friends on YouTube. But yes, Tim. And it's never because I've done something, it's because we've grown apart or I don't flat bow to their whims, and that's what it is. I'm telling you, it is real. It was hilarious, and you got the story wrong about VS. Again, another. Maybe people be making up stories. VS was fighting with Fabe, so Fabe was trying to get everybody to black or block people out. So VS gave me, I think, $50, and baby, I'm about my coin, and I took it, and nobody, and I mean nobody, is ever going to stop my bag. And she got upset because of that. And I'm like, money is money. Money spends, period. It has always been that way. So I noticed a few things. I really have noticed a few things. It seems like when people come in the beef sector, they always stop by Jay Wilson's house first because we've known that, according to Kwani and Heidi, that Tracy was the missionary that went over to the Mo 3 sector because I guess it was men over there, and she brought some of them back. So I guess that's Tracy. I guess they're saying Tracy was the one who did that. So they always stop by Jay Wilson. And when people are trying to come back in the sector or make a comeback, they always come for Jay Wilson. I mean, it's an observation, not a judgment. But I'm like, oh my God, when these guys come over, the first place they come over or where they want to attack is Jay Wilson's place. Then, when they want to make a triumphant entry back into the B sector, Jay Wilson. Or if their channel is hurting and they didn't make it in a different sector, they'll come and find me. I just find that interesting. It's an observation, not a judgment. An observation, not a judgment. I also was disappointed at the end, and this goes to show you that Sir King is really not beef sector. Sir King sat there and let those other people attack Kwani and say all manner of things to Kwani. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is supposed to be the Jay Wilson stuff, right? Baby, it turned. I'm gonna go there. But what I did not like, because I didn't watch all of it, I went to bed, but then I came back and watched the tail ends of it, and I'm like, you let that man disrespect Kwani like that, and I'm just side-eyeing you. And again, this is the victim stuff that Sir King does, and I just really think that Sir King brought all of these people together to really have them fight and to really degrade them with those stupid 30 seconds that he was doing. I'm like, what? But that's the type of person he is. And then he tried to say, well, he ain't all of that important. I'm important enough to get you the highest numbers that you've ever had. Sir King has never had numbers like he had for this Jay Wilson situation. So, sir, to try to say that I'm not important, I think that's laughable because you could never get numbers like that on your own. We've seen you struggle over there without limit. We've seen you try to make some pop without limit, and it just didn't happen. So Jay Wilson really helped you. I'm just saying. And I mean, it is what it is. You are welcome. But for you to let West and them people come for Kwani, and you know you don't like Kwani either. So truly, Sir King was coming after me, but he was getting these people on the beef sector to come up to fight each other, and Sir King was having a jolly good time doing it. I sat back, and again, this was supposed to be me. And do you not notice that the victims he claimed that was so hurt never showed up? These were disgruntled people. And there are really no victims, they're volunteers. There's no one being harassed at all. We knew that. But Castro didn't go over, Tommy wasn't there, Brian wasn't there, and I guess Rigo wasn't there. And I'm glad they didn't go because, honey, they would have been cleaned up because it was a lot of people on that panel who did not like each other. And when I tell you, baby, see, Ness was smart enough to say what she needed to say and jump off. She was smart enough to do that. And let me say this, baby, nobody ain't talking about your son. We're just talking about your lack of parenting skills. And who said I couldn't have a child? I didn't have a vasectomy. I can have a child way after you came. I'm just saying. And truth be told, quiet be kept. You better be working on another one because I don't know if you're going to get the love and affection from the one you already have. So before you turn 40, boo, you better start working on that because I can be way into my 80s and still drop a baby. You can't. Moving right along, I just thought that was funny. But you were smart enough to get off the link and not go back, which was extremely smart. But honey, for those people who stayed and wanted to be on that panel, I knew that it was going to pop the hell off. And Sir King was eating it up. Honey, when Heidi told Tim that you ain't never seen no parts of the pussy, baby, I hollered. Because she quoted him, you said in your book that you was a virgin when you was 15. So now how you having all of this sex? Honey, Tim, baby, them teeth almost fell out his mouth. Honey, I was like, I said, oh, it's on. Baby, them girls started fighting, and then with Crazy J. John, everything was about her. She ruined, I'm just saying, she ruined the whole thing. She really ruined the whole thing. Because it was all about her. Baby, I had a good time. But Sir King set y'all up. He set you all up. And then, to add the cherry on top, he brought somebody from another sector to come for Kwani. And sat there and pretty much laughed about it. And then told Kwani that she was crazy. Baby, hey! I was like, oh, look at this. He ain't beef sector. He's always been an interloper. And this is why I look at people who came during his era as adjacent. Never showing their faces. Always hide behind that avatar. And no, Brian didn't go up. Brian was smart not to go up. Baby, it would have been on. Baby, I would have got my Piccadilly popcorn. I would have drove to the place if Brian would have got on there. Rico would have gotten on there. Castro would have gotten on there. Because it would have been a hot mess. Do you hear me? It was about me. And I was kind of really hurt by that. Because I'm like, this is supposed to be about me, and y'all fighting each other, and Sir King loved every minute of it. Now, Sir King, do not get it twisted. You benefited off of my name, because you couldn't pull those numbers on your own. You know you could. But I'm not mad, because I sat right there and did commentary, play-by-play commentary, until I just couldn't take no more. And I heard the rest of it, and it was all about attacking B-sector women. You let that man from the Mo3 or the travel sector attack the women right on your page, and you start attacking the woman as well. And I'm like, see, this is what he does. This is why nobody really accepts him, because it was not a genuine town hall. The town hall was really a gripe session. It was a gripe session. And the people who were supposed to be there weren't there, because truly nobody's harassing anyone. It was a play for a comeback. Now, I will give Kizzer King this, though. You use the right person, you use the right dialogue, you got the right people there, and you set them up pretty. I'm telling you. People like, Jay, don't go over there. Hell no, I'm going over there. Why am I going to go over there and make money for him while I was making money for me? Now, don't get me wrong. Don't sleep. I'm almost at 4,000 people. I'm about that money. I'm not going over there. I'm going to make my money right on over here. Well, he can sound emotional, but I'm glad he didn't click that link. Somebody said Brian was in the chat, though. Yeah, he was thinking fine, but he didn't get on that link. He didn't click that panel. You know Brian can't stand me, and I'm good with that. Let me tell y'all something. I get off on people not liking me. Do you understand me? I don't care if you like me or not. See, I like me. That's all. No narcissism or anything. I have learned that people will run your life if you will let them. People will try to entrap you by what they think about you. And see, the thing is, I'm really good at the B sector because I don't give a damn. I'm going to come on to my platform and come on off of it and do it. I learned a long time ago that this apparatus is for entertainment. If you sit here and hear what people think, you will always be an emotional wreck. And this is what most of these people are, an emotional wreck. And I'm not that person. I'm sorry. I'm just not that person. All about stuff done in the sector, and they had a town hall about you. Definitely don't know their history. You're right about that. You're right about that. But to be honest, I enjoyed it. Baby, how to say it in your book, you said that you was a virgin when you was 15. Baby, I was dead. Honey, I was dead and resuscitated and dead again. I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Yes, she did. Woo. Creatures. Baby, they was doing it. So I enjoyed it. And then Room Shaker came up with the boo boo on the, come on, Room Shaker. Room Shaker was bringing it back to what it was supposed to be. But these girls were so misguided. They wanted to have a gripe session. And it goes to show you how much they dislike each other. And that's why I say, we just 1099s on this tip. It ain't no friends on YouTube. And if you're friends, you better make sure that you keep it real low key. I had a great time watching it. I mean, and I'm going to give it. This is the most successful Sir King has been since I have been viewing him. Sir King ain't made numbers like this since COVID. I don't even think he made numbers like this before COVID. Boy, you ought to be thankful and not thankless. Okay? Who did he use to come back up? Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson. It was Jay Wilson, Jay Wilson, Jay Wilson, Jay Wilson. And Brian, you see how to do it? See, Brian? See how to do it and not get mad and make money. See, if you would stop being so emotional, maybe you can make a little point. But you're so emotional. And then somebody tried to say, as I was reading in the chat, somebody trying to say, oh, you know you mad. For what? For what? That thing was funny to me. Why be mad? It just goes to show you that people are really moved by me. This 55-year-old man, I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody, and they mad. And they came together. Oh my God, y'all said it was a pile up. They said it was a pile up, Sheila. Intervention, they said it was a pile up. God, it was funny to me. Them hoes started fighting each other. I'm like, are they fighting each other over there? Oh my God, it was funny. Bro, they was disgruntled. And here come Tulsa. Hell yeah, I told her I gave you $25. You ain't worth nothing else, girl. Really? And like I said, a house, that $25 not enough for you, then give me my shit back. All right, then. I told her, you done spent that money. You ungrateful wench. You done spent that money. Woo, these busted bricks. Okay, woo, the creatures. Come on. Girl, it was a whole hate show, and I was getting my life. Oh, I was getting my life. I'm like, who else is going to come up? And it was all about petty junk. And I'm like, oh my God, you really mad about that? And then I had to talk about somebody stopping J Dub bad. I'm like, girl, please. That girl doxed me. I said, now, if she comes, y'all can hang out, but I'm leaving. And so J Dunn, what the real deal is that Heidi didn't think you were valuable enough to lose me. So Heidi stayed with me and kept your ass there. That's what really happened. Because Heidi didn't want to lose me because she knew it was no value in you. How about that? Because, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why my hypothesis is correct. Because if she would have liked you, she would have called you and y'all would have hung out. You and Heidi live in Atlanta, and y'all ain't hung out yet. Come on now. Y'all ain't even hung out yet. Oh, that's the real truth right there. Nobody was trying to stop no damn bad. Heidi said, I would rather have Jay here than you. And if I had to make a choice between Jay and Jay Don, I'm going to choose Jay Wilson. Because if Heidi really wanted you there, she would have called you. That hoe ain't called you since the situation. Girl, y'all is not going to do me. Y'all ain't going to do me. Girl, you could have got that bag when I left. I could have said, Heidi, then go ahead and let her come on over, and I'm going to go ahead and leave. Did that happen? Hell no. Have it happened yet? No. So Heidi, go and call J Dunn, and y'all can meet. Don't stop her bag. Give her bag now. Okay? Give her bag now. Come on. Meet with J Dunn. Take all them pictures with J Dunn like you took with me. All up in my face with my stank breath. But you was all up in my face taking them pictures. Come on. Girl, I was rolling. I'm like, no, she just didn't try to pull that. I'm like, you and J Dunn live in the same city and you ain't called her since then? Girl, that's how these disingenuous hoes be. Disingenuous. And this is why I say there ain't no friends on YouTube. Maybe she turned on Tim Blaine like a honey, she turned on him like a rabid dog. Baby, hey! You said in chapter 5, verse 3, that you was a virgin until you was 15. So how you been having sex? Maybe she quoted that thing like the Bible. Maybe she quoted that thing like she was in Bible study. Honey, I hollered. Boo, I hollered. I'm like, okay, Heidi. Girl, you got to get Heidi her problems. But I'm going to tell you what. That was the smartest one to get on and get off. Because, baby, she knew what was getting ready to go down. And, baby, when I tell you down it went, it did. And then here comes J Dunn. You know, I'm like, oh, my God. And let me tell you, Sir King, you let that girl pretty much take the wind out your show. Everybody was sick and tired of all of that yelling and that loud screaming and that making it about me. It was a little overbearing. It was. And then when Quanti came on with Heidi and QI, you let them both three people attack them women. Okay? They were really harassed up on your platform. You let them harass Quanti like that. And you have a problem with old women. I don't know if you have a problem with elderly, older women. Who you really have a problem with older women? Because you be attacking and bullying them. You be attacking and bullying them. Okay? Maybe I had a good time doing that color commentary. Brian, we know you two-faced it, but see, Brian, it doesn't work. And hopefully that's a good indication to show you that it don't work. Now, I am going to say you were smart not to get on that platform because, honey, they would have ripped you to shreds. Honey, you would have been fighting for your life. But you were smart enough not to go on there. You just did your little mess from Yeah, you did your little mess from the thing. And I saw it. You know, I was sitting there watching it. I saw everybody what they said, you know, no big whoop, because this is how these hoes feel. And I don't care these busted bricks feel this way. They can always feel that way. And Brian, you are always welcome over here. I know who you are. And this is why I allow you over here. I know who you are. How you do wrong is how you do. And you can be very vindictive and malicious. And we saw it. And it's all good. And as you say, I love you, though. I sure do. And there's nothing you can do about it. Amen. But I saw you. You see how things backfire? When you try to set it up, honey, no weapon formed against me. I don't care who it is. I'm still here. Hoes gone, and I'm still here. Baby, let me tell you something. I don't have time for that. That's why I keep my focus on my money. Okay? You keep your eyes on my money. So, you keep your eyes on my wall. I'm your private dancer. Okay? What y'all saying? They were sounding like the scorn lovers. Wasn't they though? When they sounded like scorn lovers, I was like, I didn't know I had that much impact in the sector. I really didn't. And I mean, the girls just proved me wrong. I take it as a badge of honor. I would like to thank the Academy for giving me this award. Oh, Jesus. Now, Sir King, do something now that's going to get numbers like you got now. Do something now without using my name to get numbers. Okay, do something on your own. Don't use no other content creator. Now do something on your own. Let's see if my boost will help you in this sector. Because I just gave you a jump start. So I just lobbed a ball to you. Are you going to hit the home run? Or are you going to strike out home? What you going to do? I gave you plenty of space and opportunity. I have given you a chance. Now, let's see you make these numbers. Because what you're going to do is sit here and eat off of this for a little bit like I'm doing right now. You're going to eat off this a little bit. But let's see what happens by and by. Let's see if you can maintain this. You know what will work? If you reveal yourself. See, I don't have no sympathy and I don't have no respect for hoes who can't show themselves. Happy birthday, it's just being me. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yes, Lord. So anyway, y'all, I enjoyed myself. I'm not angry. It was good commentary. Maybe the girls are disgruntled. Honey, they were mad. Honey, they was touched. They were disturbed. They were irritated. Honey, these busted bricks, the creatures. Baby, I was hollering. It was fun to me. And I mean, it was good for the most part. And you all, let me say this. Even though it wasn't successful in what it was that they set out to do, it was funny though. Because we saw people in real time turn on each other. And we see how quickly they can get off topic and fight each other. And I thought that dynamic was telling. And then how Sir King just allowed them to do that. He didn't care about me. No, he cared about the numbers and using them folks. And then he would play them little clips to make them people look stupid. And that's what Sir King meant to do. He did it. And if anybody clicked on that link and stayed longer, y'all was looking crazy up there. And then y'all talking about OGs, way to OG. I mean, it was just everywhere. So the formatting and what they set out to do did not succeed. But the entertainment value, baby, it was high. It was high up there. Because, again, it was organic. It was not manufactured. You can't manufacture that kind of stuff. Baby, that jank was organic, okay? And I was feeling it. I was feeling every moment of it. knowing who's gonna say what. Baby, it was good. Jay Wilson, Sir King had them looking. Baby, he had them looking crazy. But the thing is, it was good entertainment. Now, let me say this, I'm not gonna cap Sir King down because it was organic and it was a whole mess. It was a whole debacle. That's what made it good. And 13 didn't have nothing to do about it. It was all Jay Wilson. In the name of Jay Wilson. In the name of Jay Wilson. Baby, it was in the name, honey. There's power in the name. Okay, it ain't power like Jesus. But, honey, it is some power in that name. Baby, it was some power in that name. Honey, the name brought the girls, honey. The name brought the girls. He did me like this. He talked about my child, which nobody did. We talked about your parenting skills. And, he only gave me $25. And he think he's some with them degrees and them house. That house he got. I don't even believe he still has a man. Okay? Oh my God. Baby, I'm like, and it was the same regurgitated stuff. And that's why I didn't, baby, I done heard this so many times. Baby, I was laughing. I'm like, okay, is he going to learn something new? No, same old stuff. Honey, I was hollering. Yes, you're right. They did more arguing than anything else. Girl, I was hollering. So, Brian, you did yourself a favor by not going up there. Castro, honey, you did a thing. Tommy, I'm glad you didn't go up there, baby, because they would have ripped you to shreds. And Rico, maybe y'all would have been fighting. I mean, Brian would have fought. They would have fought, but baby, it would have been ugly. It would have been brutal, honey. So them boys stay right in that chat. Honey, they type in that chat and they click that link. I told Brian, click the link. Click the link, Brian. Brian didn't click that link. I said, click the link. You didn't click that link, did you? What's up, Frazier Lane? Baby, I had me a damn good time. Ooh, Kwani said, I am not your bra. She said, would you call your mama a bra? And then she turned that thing on Sir King. And she said, how you let these people come over here and do this? And you right, Kwani, let those other folk come over here and terrorize our women. They was harassing you, Kwani, and they was bullying you, Kwani. And that's what Sir King does. He harasses people and bully people like he did Mama D. You just got problems with older women, Sir King. Did your grandmama do something to you? Did she hit you or something? Because it seems like you got a problem with older women. You be taking their money and making them give you manicures and pedicures and paying for tires and stuff. I mean, really? My God, today. They wasn't to see how Sir King was buying those views. That was the slowest. Oh, I don't know if the man was buying the views or not. But baby, honey, Jay is the name that pays. Honey, the girls come to me before they start their YouTube journey in the B sector. And honey, when they trying to come back again, honey, they reaching for Jay Wilson, honey. Jay Wilson is the sure thing, honey. They'll reach for Mama. They'll reach for all of us, but maybe it's Jay Wilson. Honey. They come for Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson. Honey, they'll come back. I saw it all. Oh, I saw it all. Then we got to the religious part of it, baby. We went through the religion. And, oh, my God, it was funny. It was funny to me. I was laughing. It was so anyway. But Sir King, my thing is, you better eat off of this because, baby, you ain't make numbers like this before COVID and after COVID. We ain't never seen you make numbers like this. Sir King was having a whole orgasm. He didn't know what to do. He did not know what to do. That's what Jay Wilson will do for you. And I sat right there and made my money too. Baby, this month is going to be better than any month. And I ain't lying about that. Whether I put my commercials in the front, the back, the rear, baby, the commercials still be commercial and I still make my money. Unlike some people, this executive got other things to do. Okay? That executive know how to get that money because she really needs it. Okay, I hope you send the money back to that child. I hope you send the money back to that child. That's all I can say. It went from Jay Wilson to I don't know what was over with J Dunn, and then who's a OG and not. Yes, happy birthday! All these birthdays. He had a town hall to speak up for the victims. Child, the victims didn't even come. That's what I'm saying. The victims didn't even come, boo. The victims didn't even come. They better not have came. They would have been towed up. Child, all of Jay Wilson hater exposed to that. That's the thing. That's the thing. All of them show right on up. Honey, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So it goes to show you that maybe people are relevant. Let me say this. They really have a problem with gay men. Death, hiding, wanting, all of them. She had a problem with James. She has a problem with me. She has a problem with Sean. Now we were good, but again, I guess she's trying to be relevant in the sector again. So the best thing to do is to turn on Jay Wilson. But let me say this, baby, you have some ratchet gay men and you got some gay men who know the game. And the gay men who know the game succeed in this beef sector here. You hear me? Baby, we succeed in this beef sector. May not like it, all of us. Sometimes we don't like each other. That's it. Oh. Ness, you are a whole straight liar. When have I told you that I didn't like Treasure Lane? You don't like Treasure Lane. But Ness, let's hypothetically say that you are telling the truth. Do you think I would tell somebody about the likes of you that? What you said didn't even make sense. Didn't even make sense. And again, this is a futile attempt, a desperate attempt, again, to have me and Treasure Lane fight. Oh, I see all through that. And this, the girls were lie roasted. That's what I didn't get. I almost forgot about that. I have never sat on the phone with you. Never sat on the phone with you and talked about Treasure Lane. You a lying wonder. Now, what I did tell you is, I think you're talented. I think what you did with the Craig thing, some people are not going to like, some people will. But I think you're talented. Because, again, helping people and pushing people to do other things. So, again, we never talked about anybody personally. Never. So, for you to say that, Ness, baby, it's a lot of liars up on these streets. What would that? How is that gonna look? Now, let me tell you something. Treasure Lane and I have sat and talked about you and how trifling you could be. See how easy that is. See, I don't have a problem. Yeah, we talked about. Did you see that trifling hoe up there trying to do X, Y, Z? Yeah, I saw her. How about that? See, I don't have any reserve saying that. So why are you trying to say I talked about Treasure Lane to you? You're the lying wonder. But have we talked about you with each other? Hell yeah. How about that? How about that? How about that? Girl, you sound crazy. But again, I know what you're trying to do, and it doesn't work. And you got to come a little bit better than that. You got to come a little bit better than that, niece. Executive, but don't have my child. You got to come a little bit better than that, boo. A little bit better. And I know that you are hurt because I called you an unfit mother. This don't have nothing to do with your child and everything to do with you and your decision. Your child is an innocent bystander in your shenanigans and your maniacal craziness. And I'm just glad that somebody adopted him so he would be caught up in your shenanigans. But my thing is this, if you was turning it like you turning it, then go ahead and get the child back. And if he's of age, he'll come back to you. Let the music play. You want to get up. And he'll come back to you. And I know that it's a hurtful thing, but you're a Now, you can try to make this about your child, but it ain't about your child. It's about you, though. It's about you. You didn't have to go out to Seattle. You chose to go out to Seattle. And you went the farthest away so you could get away from your problem. You're running to the problem and fixing it. You're running from it. But anyway, I digress, as Heidi would say. Trey Short. Trey Short. Girl, did you hear Heidi talking about that somebody thought her and Josh was swingers? I ain't never say that, and then I wanted to get with them. I'm like, oh, you got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. Honey, these girls was coming. Baby, they was pulling everything down. I'm like, these hoes is crazy. And it's a lie roasting for me. I'm like, I sat there and watched. I'm like, oh, my God. But, J-Don, I'm sorry to let you know that Heidi chose me over you. Because, honey, if she wanted to secure man, she could have easily got you. Heidi didn't even, when I told Heidi, no, she put that phone down. She didn't want you either. And the thing is, the concrete evidence is you and I live in the same city. When have y'all met up since me? Oh, okay, I thought so. Hello, somebody. You ain't going to sit up here and play me like a fool. Because, honey, if she wanted to meet up with you, she would have done it a long time ago. And she still ain't called you. Oh, you ain't going to ever get that call. And if you do get it, it's because y'all trying to spite me. But I done called it out in Jesus' name. I done called it out in Jesus' name. Huh? In who named Jesus' name? I done called it out. Because if she wanted you and wanted to hang out with you so bad, she would have done it already. Didn't do not one nary thing. Not one nary thing. This is what I'm laughing at these girls. Okay? He didn't want to have you to make your bag. Girl, you could have had your bag. You just wasn't going to make it with me. I'm just going to leave. And like I said, Heidi, you had the choice. And you chose me. You chose me, boo. You chose Daddy. Yes, you did. You chose Jay. Left Jay done left the girl right in the cold. Left the girl. And I'm just hollering. I'm like, girl, you could have called. I said, now look, if you really want her to come, she can come. But I said, she knocks me. I don't have nothing to do with her. After that, I'm done. Okay? I'm done. And so, Heidi, you made the decision of not to bring her. You could have brought her. I wouldn't have been there, though. But you knew you wouldn't get in that bag with J-Dub. You know J-Dub wasn't pulling folk like that. You know people that like her. Even then, they didn't like her. Y'all not going to do me today. You went back watching your Quantum League. I don't know if that girl, I don't know. See, I don't know people's lives like that. I don't know people's lives like that. See, y'all making allegations. I don't know. I thought it was very odd. And then she said I was saying negative stuff about her husband. Girl, you lied. Even when you were doing that silly stuff, I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with Heidi. I don't know if she owns something. I don't know if she's angry or she lost a loved one. But I said, I'm not going to take it from her and her husband. They treated me really well when I was in Atlanta. And I was a gentleman, Heidi. I wouldn't even let you pay me ahead of time. I said, let me get that on the plane, and when I get to Atlanta, you can do what you needed to do. Heidi, I stayed there and helped you film. I could have left. I did my duty. I said, no, Heidi, I'm here. We can have a good time. Yes, I did make my bag. Yes, I did. I sure did. I sure did. And anybody who gonna hang out with me, unless I call it, we gonna have a bag. Why was I gonna meet with CT for free? Hell no. If you don't have no bag, then we ain't meeting. Unless I want to meet. Vivian, girl, I forgot your birthday, but you gotta remind me, Vivian. Ooh, Vivian, they trying to make a big issue out of that. And Vivian, did you hear Neff call you a slave? Vivian, I think that's very, very disrespectful for somebody who's from South Carolina, living in a rural area, to call somebody a slave. Well, Vivian is really from D.C. But she called you a slave. Vivian, you don't have no shackles on your feet. And, honey, Vivian make her money. When Vivian was on that cruise, honey, Vivian took all the pictures. She made everything, and Vivian got her money. And I ain't touching not one penny of it. Because Vivian is her person. She's her own person, boo. Ness called you a slave, Vivian. I'm like, Vivian ain't no slave. Vivian is an entrepreneur. Okay? Vivian made her money. She was the official photo taker, baby. Baby Vivian was taking pictures like a wedding photo photographer, like she was working at Ole Mill. Baby, she ain't no slave. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna tell y'all quite frankly. I remember my dad's birthday, my late mother's birthday, and my sibling's birthday, and my partner's birthday. That's it. That's it. That's it. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's it. I am not birthday cake. I'm not Willard Scott, ho. I'm not Willard Scott. Okay? Boo. I am not Willard Scott. I don't work for NBC, and I'm not Willard Scott. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Of course I'm bad with dates, but I remember the dates of my family members and my boo. And Vivian, let me tell you something. We have a good relationship, and the people over here notice that my ushers stay with me because I don't make no crazy demands of my ushers. My ushers go where they want to go. We don't be having no meetings and we gonna do These people go where they want to go. And if they decide they want to be a content creator, I'm here to help them. But girl, nobody ain't stressing like that. Tulsa sounds like she's a scorn woman. She is scorn because she don't have access no more. And let me tell you something. People are not going to put up with Tulsa. And see, I really wanted Tulsa to be pushed. But baby, when you bite the hand that feeds you, then the hand lets you go. I'm only going to be nipped so many times. And I'm like, okay, girl, go to somebody else and see what they do for you. See if they're going to put up with your foolery. I'm just saying. So I'm good, y'all. I had a good time. Let me drop this lane because I'm almost at my destination. Girl, the girls baby, it was good. I'm going to say this, though. It was organic. I don't think what they meant to set out to do. It made them look stupid. I'm going to be honest. It made them look like scorned lovers because I'm so irrelevant. According to them, I'm so irrelevant. And that said that I'm so archaic about the commercials and stuff. But baby, I be pulling over $2,000 a month. So again, it is what it is. I'm good with that. But yet you're always watching. I can't say the same for you. I don't even know what your channel is and don't want to know. I mean, I'm being real. I don't even watch Sir King. Sir King, this is the first time I watched you in the entirety. And you corny. You corny. Those people on the panel kept that show going. Not you. Not you. The panel. Not you. I hate to say it, but they did it. And then when Jay Dunn took over your platform, I'm like, oh, this hoe is weak. You can't even control Jay Dunn. Look at her taking over the whole platform. And then what got me was the people, child, you was going to try to drop Jay Dunn. I thought that was funny. And that's why Tulsa left. Because Tulsa was like, you ain't going to drop me. Because they were giving money to drop people. Baby, these girls are not well. They're not well. What's up, Vivian?
Good morning, Jay. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Vivian, when is your birthday?
Okay, so first off, people, Jay Wilson doesn't remember birthdays, but neither do I. I don't remember birthdays either.
Baby, hey. Let me tell you something. That's what's so messed up by that. And then she called you a slave. I'm like, Vivian ain't no slave. Baby, these girls
Okay,
are angry. And of course she's mad at me. So again, let me go ahead and come at Vivian. Okay, but then Vivian will tell you there's no friends on YouTube. Me and Vivian 1099. Y'all didn't know that? We 1099. Go ahead, Viv. Viv, what you doing,
yeah,
girl?
listen.
Is
I'm
that
just, I was, because somebody said they see a boobie, so I kind of adjusted to make sure they didn't see anything. But listen, y'all,
Okay.
we don't remember birthdays. That's Jay Wilson and I. That's why we start telling people when our birthdays are like a week beforehand. Because if we don't tell people our birthday a week beforehand, y'all don't know. We assume that people don't remember birthdays like we don't remember birthdays. Y'all listen. I don't remember birthdays. My mom was 93 when she died. My dad is 88. My daddy and my mama don't remember their birthdays. So I have to just remind people because I figure don't nobody remember. Like, for instance, I'm about to go and call my sister today and remind her to get up this week because I need her to start making my pies for Sunday. I need me a sweet potato pie. I'm gonna call my auntie and I'm gonna remind her of my birthday so that she can get my peanut butter cookies together. Y'all, I know. I understand. And guess what? And I'm gonna tell y'all listen. Just like Jay Wilson say he do things strategically, I do things strategically too. I know that
Hmm.
people gonna come over here and they gonna talk about it when I tell Jay me and my married boyfriend coming down there to his house.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So my God, Vivian,
And,
did you see
and
that
and wait a
fiasco
minute, hold
yesterday?
on, Jay. Jay, and this is what real boobies look like. They real.
Oh, Vivian, don't do that. Don't do that, because you know people gonna get upset. You know people gonna get upset, girl, and they gonna try to come for you, girl.
I just said they coming for me anyway, Jay. Jay, listen, I don't know these people. And guess what? Had you not said they said my name, I
I
wouldn't
know,
even
I
know
know.
that they did it.
Okay, so
Because I
you
don't
didn't watch
listen
it.
at these
So
people.
look, Vivian. So they came after me. They had a town hall about me, and baby, you know the regular suspects were there. But baby, they started fighting against each other, and then Sir King started throwing shade at them and letting people attack them. Ooh, Sir King let that man attack Aquana real bad, real bad. And again, I'm like, okay. And then the people who they say was harassed didn't even show up. Now, Brian came on, but he stayed in the chat. He didn't click that link. Tommy was there, I heard, but he didn't click that link. Castro, I don't know if Castro was there. He didn't click the link. Enrico didn't click the link. But baby, these are the people that Sir King would say. But all the other disgruntled people like Heidi and Tim and Kwani and all of these people came on. And this is what's funny, you all. Again, y'all saw me eat my food. Tim was going off. Baby, nobody was scared. I'm telling you, nobody was scared because Tim didn't want to go to jail. I don't know why y'all don't get that. And my thing is, if Tim was all of that, he would have did what he needed to do in Atlanta. Okay, so I'm sorry you missed your chance, but then you gonna come over there and sit at the table with me. And then he was upset about the little. I didn't know that man was on public assistance. I didn't know he was on a fixed income. But this is the thing, you all. Even with that, I'm not gonna tell you who the person was, but they are very popular now. But they were saying how they filed bankruptcy and they were on public assistance at one time because they were actually picking at Tracy. And Tim thought I was talking about him. No name, no nothing. But since we was talking about public assistance, he thought it was him. Then he gets on and he gets mad. Boy, nobody ain't do nothing to you. But again, you inserted yourself into something. And this is what I'm saying. It wouldn't have been a peace treaty anyhow. Because again, you got issues with me. But Jet, I didn't come to you. You sat at the table with me. And then your people got mad as hell at you because you did it. And see, this is what hate will do. When you hate people so much, there is an expectation from your people to continue that. And Tim suffered badly from his people because they were saying, how you talking all of this mess, but you sitting there. We know this is a play. We know that this ain't real. Because how you sitting there? And no, they were mad. Tracy was mad at him. Tracy was mad at Tim. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I said, this is what happens when you do your people like this. So again, I look at these people and I laugh at these people. You know, Heidi, all of these people. I'm just looking at them and I'm like, okay, I see. Yeah. And then that Trey Jordan Lane thing was such a reach. such a reach. I would never talk about anybody to you. Are you serious? Never. But I will say again, we've had a few words about you. See how honest I can be? Oh, we had a few words about you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a few words about you. But I just think that the whole thing was a whole gripe fest. And I mean, I don't think what they accomplished or tried to accomplish was good. Far as did they accomplish what they came on for? No. But was it entertaining? Hell yes. Hell yes. They couldn't even stay on topic. Girls couldn't even stay on topic. So I enjoyed it. To be honest, Vivian, I enjoyed it. And now,
Jay,
Brian, see,
people
I'm
don't
go
understand
ahead.
why you. I mean, and I looked at the replay because I be waking up 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning looking crazy, and I just happened to look at the TV and I seen you on. I was like looking at the replay and it said, and you was looking so unbothered, and I was laughing. They were down there in the chat telling you get you some water and sprinkle water on your eyes since you will cry.
Baby, I was gonna do that. I was gonna do that. I heard it. It was a content creator who used to be on the gentleman's panel. They sent me some money saying this is for your tears. Baby, I was hollering. I saw in the chat somebody said that me and El Teddy was hunching. I'm like, baby, these girls are reaching. El Teddy and I went to the same church. El Teddy is much younger than I am. And I think that's
Jay,
funny.
you
Yeah,
always explain you and El Teddy. Okay, so that just goes to show you these people don't look at their history.
they don't.
They don't know history. They don't know backstories, and they don't care to know backstories. All they
They
want to
don't.
do, they got narratives that they're pushing out,
Hmm.
information that they want people to believe. They want people to believe that, and they're trying to create chaos and fights wherever they can go. But this is the dumbest part of the whole situation. How you gonna create chaos to people who have emotional intelligence?
Yeah, you can. And El Teddy
That's
is one
the
of the few. El Teddy is one of the few content creators that have met Mark. I mean, Mark knows El Teddy.
but
El
and then
Teddy was there. Hold on for a minute, Bill. El Teddy was there with no bra gate, honey. Okay, El Teddy could actually vouch for somebody who wasn't wearing no bra, or that bra was very loose. El Teddy was there. I mean, y'all forget that El Teddy used to live in Texas. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. So again, I can back up what I said. I mean, and it's really funny how these people try to do that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, I knew El Teddy's female cousins because they can sing. Oh, those girls can sing, and I know it's cousins. And so again, El Teddy was small, but I didn't hang out with El Teddy. But El Teddy is from Florida. El Teddy knows about the church that we went to, and we share some people in common. So yeah, yeah.
but
So it is what it is. Go ahead.
Jay, you always said that ain't nothing new. That ain't
It's
nothing
not.
new.
It's not.
You said
But
I
baby
got you
girl,
awake this morning, Uncle Claude.
what's up, Uncle Claude? And
Uncle
just want to give
Claude
a shout
said
out to all the
Uncle Claude said I got him awake this morning. Oh, so that's so funny. Happy birthday, Angelica and
Angelica.
Catherine.
Happy birthday, Angelica and Catherine. Is it Catherine's birthday too?
I seen somebody put happy birthday to Catherine in the chat.
Girl, they
Happy
put happy
birthday.
birthday for everybody. Happy birthday, Angelica. Angelica, that man still want to fight you, girl. But anyway, and let me say this, Brian. See, this is why I say what I say about Brian, because at the end of the day, Brian is two-faced. And there ain't no friends on YouTube. And this is why I come for Brian, because, baby, we ain't nothing but 1099. And when people get a chance to try to do what they want to do to you, they do it. And I don't take it personally. But see, this is why I don't apologize. This is why I'm going to do what I'm going to do. This is why I'm going to continue to talk about him and Ro and do what I want to do, because that's what they do. That's what they do. And I'm enjoying the show as well. I don't have a problem with you enjoying the show. I'm just telling you why I do what I do. And this is why I don't regard anything you say. because I do what I gotta do. Ain't nobody mad. I'm just saying. I do what I gotta do. Oh, of course he's two faced. Look how he do roll, child. We know, we know. And this is why Roe is doing what he doing. And Roe laughed at that peace treaty because Roe know that peace treaty is only predicated on how Brian feels. Because see, Brian will do something off to Roe, and then Roe will respond, and then he's talking about something. Well, you didn't stick to the treaty because that's how Brian is. Brian is a one-sided somebody. Anybody who can cut off somebody who's supposed to be his life, his world, he gonna move to Alabama for Mississippi, baby. He's gonna do all of that. Or we gonna be at Nescation, and then the man don't want no children, and then the next thing you know, he cut him off like that man that stole something from him. Child, this is why I look at these people. I'm like, child, these people don't got no sense, no sense at all, no sense at all. So this is what I do. What I do. It's hilarious to me. But
Girl,
I
how the
enjoyed
fuck
it.
am I two-faced?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
Okay,
every
so
bit
how am
of
I
it.
two-faced?
Hmm?
I said,
You were
how am I
enjoying the show.
two-faced?
You were enjoying the
Good
show.
good morning, Brian. How are you?
Okay,
Yeah.
good morning,
Good
Vivian,
morning.
but don't call
Good
no fucking
morning.
names out.
Are
Two-faced, and
you
I haven't even
upset?
been fucking bothering you.
Are you upset?
Yes, I
Hey
am.
baby. Okay then. I'm sorry you upset.
Girl, fuck
You
you.
should have clicked the link. You aren't you
Girl,
harassed
fuck you,
and
bitch.
aren't you
You're
bullied?
two-faced and you're
You
money
should have clicked the
hungry.
link.
You're
You should have clicked
two-faced
the
and
link.
you're money hungry. Okay,
I'm
I
always
can I can
about what
call
I'm
you
about.
names as well,
I've
bitch.
always told you what I was about,
Okay, well,
so you're right.
whatever.
I'm always about. But why
Whatever.
you so angry, Brian?
Whatever.
Why you so
And then you
angry?
talking about Ro. I was on the phone with Ro
Why
last
you so
night, bitch.
angry?
So
I'm
shut
sure
the
you
fuck
was.
up. You don't know
See,
shit. So
you
shut the
done
fuck
broke the
up
truth.
and suck my
You
dick,
done
you
broke the
stupid ass
treaty.
bitch. You
Okay,
stupid ass bitch.
You
Bye.
mad, Brian? You mad? He's so mad. He's so mad. Look, I knew exactly that was gonna get him on this link. I guess I'm harassing and bullying him, but I knew he was gonna click that link. That hoe can't resist. That hoe can't resist. That's why I ain't even arguing with him. That hoe can't resist. That hoe can't resist. Yeah, he two-faced it. Everybody seen it. He's two-faced it. Roll, baby, that little peace treaty, wear it like a loose garment. This hoe is unhinged. Now that's unhinged, Brian. That ain't Jehovah Witness, Brian. That's unhinged, Brian. Okay, that's Brian. I ain't have my weed yet. That's the Unzolo Brian right there. He ain't take that medicine yet. But baby, I'm not moved by your outburst. I knew you was gonna click that link. It's like clockwork. It's just like clockwork. You know they was gonna do it, and he just angry and upset. But Brian, you should have clicked that link since you a victim. So they say it was Brian,
So can
Rose,
I ask you a question? Who?
Castro, Tommy, and Rico. I forgot to add Brian in there. Go ahead, Vivian.
Okay, so they had a list of victims that were harassed, that you harass or whatever. Is that what you're
Hmm.
saying?
That's what they said. So
But
so
Jay, I've always told you there are no victims on YouTube. People freely click your link. That's number one. You could tell me, hey, Vivian, click your link all day. If I don't want to click your link, I ain't going to click your link.
mm-mm. But like
And
I said,
then,
those were the victims. They didn't even show up. They didn't click the link. It was only the disgruntled people. Go ahead.
and then if I'm not a victim, how my name come up? Oh, I know how it came up because they think that, but see, what people don't understand again, Jay Wilson got emotional intelligence. And just because you bring my name up don't mean he gonna come up there and defend me because we ain't friends. Ain't no damn
We ain't
friends
friends.
on
There ain't no friends
YouTube.
on YouTube. Come on, baby. Ain't no friends on YouTube. Ain't no they are so much on your mom's funeral. And I'm like, okay. I said, but okay.
How they on my
No,
mama funeral? Was they there?
they said that I should have been there. I should have got a plane and went straight to the. I'm like, boo, I work. I'm like, yeah, what? I'm like, but me and Viv, we good. We good.
But
And I'm
Jay,
like,
okay, wait a minute, hold on, Jay. Jay, you know who you know it's some folks I'm close to. And they was like,
mm-hmm.
well, we coming to the funeral. And I told him, no, don't come to the funeral. Stay home and save your leave because you got other stuff going on. Now, if I tell my good Judy that I don't like that, why would I tell you to come?
Well, this is
And
the
I
thing,
don't,
Vivian.
and we ain't friends.
But this is the thing, Vivian. Let's Vivian. You hit me up to let me know all aspects of what was going on. I'm like, okay. Um, we did the Rider Lives did some things that these people don't even know about. I'm not telling people. There's some things behind the scenes that these people will never ever know about. And it's really none of their business because that's what they want. They want information. But all I'm going to say is thank you, Ryder Lives. You showed up and you showed out. Not only did you show up and show out for Viz, but you did the same thing for Uncle Clyde because we don't have to broadcast what we do for people. And if people want to come on and say thank you, they can. But, baby, we don't have to do that over here. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't need to justify it. All I'm saying is, you know, you're right. There are no friends on YouTube, but I want to give a
Why
shout
they
out to the
bring up my
Rider Lives.
mom's funeral? They brought up my mom's funeral because they think that it's gonna be a trigger.
I
It's gonna
know.
be a
I
trigger
know.
to Jay, or it's gonna be a trigger to me, and I'm gonna get on here cussing and acting a fool, and which is gonna make Jay fly off. I keep telling y'all, when you got emotional intelligence, now you catch me on the day I ain't had my Prozac, then you might catch me. But guess what? I've been taking my medication regularly because one of the Rider Lives has been calling me, telling me, "Did you take your pill today?" So y'all ain't got to worry about catching me like that. You might.
It's a lot. But my thing is this. Brian could not understand how could I watch that. And then he tried to say, oh, you trying to do a fake laugh and da da da. I'm like, no, I'm not upset at all. You couldn't do this because you would get upset. But baby, this stuff don't bother me. That junk is funny. And I'm sitting here and looking at the bigger picture of these people fighting with themselves. Again, Brian was trying to be messy in the chat. And I just had to say, no, that's you. You don't have an emotional intelligence to do that. Just like what you just did and you got mad. But again, I'm sitting there looking at the chat. I'm sitting there seeing who was in and da 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 da. Now, I didn't retaliate. I didn't. I just looked at it and I'm like, okay, I see. I ain't mad at it. It is what it is. But don't get mad because the people calling you two-faced too. I mean, you ain't no different than Tulsa. You're not, but it is what it is. So
Yeah,
maybe you got mad.
I'm not worried about them bringing up my mama's funeral because, like I said, none of them were there. Number one, number two. Why would I be any different about them bringing up my mama's funeral? And I'm gonna tell you, Jay, that just shows you how much of a key player you are when they keep bringing you up, bringing me up in situations. I'm not even a key player.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
But baby, they called you a slave. I'm like, Vivian is an entrepreneur. Okay, I'm like, Vivian, look at, we went on that cruise. Vivian was the official photographer. Vivian did what she needed to do. I just thought it was great. And I'm like, come on. Nobody ain't Vivian, did I ask you for some money? No, we didn't. That was all Vivian. So again, Vivian is just as business as I am. Y'all just don't see it. Vivian is behind the scenes doing the business. But Vivian is about business. Don't ever get that twisted. Vivian is about her business. Yes, Brock.
Okay. You're right. I don't have emotional intelligence because you're absolutely right. Why would I give a fuck about somebody calling me two-faced to a money-hungry pig like you? I don't give a fuck. I'll be two-faced towards you. Okay,
Okay, great.
because okay, yeah, I'll be two-faced. Fuck you and your audience. Vivian,
Okay,
I love
great.
you, ma'am. I love you, Vivian.
Yeah,
And I
you don't
hope
even
that you're
love
doing
yourself.
good, love.
Child bye.
I hope you're
And look at
doing
that.
good,
Look at
love.
that. Look at that. Look at that craziness. Take
You
your
should have hit
Zoloft.
his
Take your
blank
Zoloft,
last
boo.
night. Why
Take
didn't
your
you hit his
Zoloft.
blank last night? Why didn't
I
you
Take
hit
your
didn't
his
hit.
Zoloft.
blank
I
last
didn't
night?
because I was asleep.
No, I
Oh,
ain't
you
talking
talking to
about
me?
you, Vivian. I'm
No, no,
talking
no,
about
no.
Jay Wilson.
Why would I hit? See,
I'm
you don't
talking.
even have business. No, I'm gonna answer your
Okay, so
question.
why
Would
you
you please
mad at
be
me
quiet?
for doing
Could you
what you would
please be
do in the
quiet?
chat?
Excuse me. Could you please be quiet while I can answer your question? Thank
Sure,
you.
sure.
Okay, thank
Excuse
you.
me.
Why?
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
So hold on. Why would I hit his link and make him money while I'm making money over here? What? That's
I don't
stupid.
fucking
So
know.
I'm gonna
I
make
don't
my
know, but
money.
why
So
you
my
mad
thing
at
is
me
I'm making my money.
for
But you a
okay?
victim. You've been harassed and bullied. So I'm surprised that you didn't go. You,
Listen, I'm
Ro,
ironing my clothes
Tommy,
for
Castro, Rico.
look,
I
I
mean,
got the steamer on the
you were
iron
part of
right
that
now.
group.
You know that the white man taught me
You
how
were
to
part of
iron
that
my
group.
clothes. That the white
I'm
man
sure
taught me
he
how to
did.
iron my
I'm sure
clothes.
he did. You
But
still got his face on your stuff.
I so hate that these people think I'm two faced, but two faced for a money
Well,
hungry
I'm
pig.
sorry.
I'll be two faced. I don't
That's
give a
what the
fuck
people
your
think.
audience.
That's what the
Fuck,
people think.
fuck
That's
your
what the
audience
people
and what
think.
they say. I'm
Okay,
getting ready
so they
to
don't really
go.
care. So okay,
Run is gonna be a
so
beautiful
again, it
day.
is what it is. It is what
And
it
then you
is.
mad because I was playing my script and just joking with you. You the one
I'm
taking
not
it
mad.
all
Mad
serious.
for what,
You
Brian?
taking the
I
shit
mean,
all
I'm
serious,
only
and now
telling
you're
you. I'm
mad.
only
You're
telling you
mad
what the
today
people
now
say.
because somebody was joking with you in the
I'm only
chat.
telling you what the people
Girl,
said.
go
I'm
ahead,
not
girl.
mad. I'm
Girl,
not mad. Go
this
iron
is
your
a
clothes. I'm
this
glad
is
you working.
this is
I'm glad you
10.99.
working.
It's
I'm glad you
10.99, but you
working.
don't care,
I'm
but you
glad
do
you
care,
working.
but
Get
you're
your shoes
mad.
ready.
Girl, I'm
I'm glad
glad
you
you're working,
working.
bitch.
I'm
I'm
glad
glad
you
you're
working.
working,
I'm
bitch.
glad you
I'm glad
working.
you're
Go ahead and
working.
work.
I'm glad
Go and
you're
work.
working. It's
Look at him. He's so mad. Look at him. His
10.99, and
crazy ass.
I'm
Look at his crazy ass.
glad.
This is
Shut your bitch
funny. This
ass
is
up. You know
funny.
you was shook. You was shook in your
Shook
spirit,
what?
bitch.
Baby, shook
Fuck
what?
you.
I'm
And
making
I was
money.
on the
Shook
phone with
what?
Ro last
Look
night while
at
you
you.
try to throw a
So,
dig,
oh
bitch.
look,
I
he
was on
love
the
Ro.
phone with him
He
last
love
night.
Ro.
Girl,
You hear
fuck
this
you and
song?
your
He
channel,
loves
bitch.
you,
All
Ro.
right,
He
Vivian, I love
loves
you,
you.
ma'am, and I'm glad you're doing
Somebody
well.
loves you,
Mwah, I love
baby.
you. Bye.
Come on. Oh, somebody loves him, baby. Ro, he is so happy that he was on the phone with you. Do you see how he is doing that? But see now, Ro, he'll get mad at you for telling people that he that he was texting you. Y'all catch that? Now he's mad at Ro because Ro said he was texting him, but again, don't have any thought about coming on here and saying that Ro and him was on the phone together. See, do you see that dynamic there? And this is what's so interesting about these people. And I can't be mad at Brian. I know he's angry and I know he's upset and I know he wants me to be angry upset. I'm not. But it just goes to show you how off these people are. And that's why that treaty was never gonna work. Because he got mad at Roe for something very insignificant of saying that Brian was texting him. But now Brian is out here spilling personal information saying that Roe and him was on the phone. Child, again, this is the inconsistency that these people have. And I just think it's sad. But hey, it is what it is. And nobody ain't shook. Baby, nobody ain't shook. You don't see me in the park crying, talking about I'm gonna do something new. I don't believe him because he hurt me, and let me get this weed, and he hurt me, and I'm gonna do something different because I thought he was a friend. Baby, you went through that whole thing again, trying to be the victim, trying to garner sympathy. I'm like, here we go again, and we'll be back next year. I didn't take care of myself. I don't know how I got in this situation. I got to do better. We hear it every year. And you always speaking some on somebody. And what happens? You be in the hospital. It ain't been a time since you've been in the hospital. Baby, every time we see you, you in the hospital. 2025, hospital. 2024, hospital. I'm like, girl, he crazy. And this is why it don't bother me. Baby, he crazy as cat feet. And I sit here and I just listen to it. I'm like, boy, you crazy. And he loves it. He don't like people saying stuff about it. But baby, he loves to be sexy. It is what it is. So, Vivi, what you think? I love you, Vivian. Okay. Uh,
Well, Jay,
go ahead.
again, as I said, you don't make anybody tap the link. People tap the link
No,
on their own.
they do.
Um, in reference to me, I'm nobody's slave. Last time I checked. Only slave I'm a slave to is I'm a slave to the rhythm. Cause I love me some
Okay,
Grace Jones.
okay.
But listen, no, seriously though, y'all, I'm not even this stuff around here is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff is crazy. And for them to have a whole town hall meeting talking about Jay Wilson, bringing up Jay Wilson, and then if the town hall meeting was on Jay Wilson, why they throwing other people into the mix? So if
I
it's
know.
about Jay Wilson, your complaint is supposed to be about Jay Wilson.
They
What
Wilson.
Jay Wilson did to you, not what Jay
Yes.
Wilson did to me. Not what Jay Wilson did to Mother, not what Jay Wilson did to Kwani. It's what Jay Wilson did to that particular person. And my other thing is, again, James Caldwell already told y'all he's the name that pays. And guess what? Y'all just be proving it. Y'all prove it
Prove it.
over and over
Prove
and
it.
over
Brian the
again.
same way. Ooh, Brian
Y'all
the
prove
same
it
way,
over
honey.
and over again because whenever you bring his name up, it just goes to show you he is the name. Listen, James Caldwell, Mother is over there. Treasure Lane is over there on his channel doing his thing, minding his business, and worrying about his Pennsylvania privilege. Okay.
And they still coming for him. Girl,
And
they
they
can't get enough
still
of
coming
him.
for him.
They
And
can't
that's
get enough of him.
and that's what I told y'all. That's what I mean by they are the YouTube whisperers. They
Okay,
ain't
they
even
coming.
they coming for him and they ain't even said nothing. And
Now
y'all
somebody
tell me,
said this. Hold on for a
go ahead.
minute, Let's see what this person said. They said no kids inherited a life insurance policy, multiple lawsuits, and yet still broke. What the F really going on? I don't know. I don't know, girl. Honey, you get ready to start some, honey. He get real sensitive about them lawsuits and stuff. Okay. I had to think because somebody said that he was getting subway money, honey. He had to come back and straighten that out. Mm-mm. Pastor Wilson, they are saying Brian only wanted to make peace with Honest Roe because Roe was working up to damaging and embarrassing T on Brian. Well, he may have. And, Brian admitted it. Brian admitted that Roe had some serious stuff on him, but Roe didn't let it go. And again, because Roe is a friend. Roe is really a friend. Roe is really a friend, to be honest.
Hey
You know,
Sabrina.
Roe is really a friend. Brian ain't the one who the friend. Roe is the friend. Because again, Brian has done some despicable stuff to Roe, and yet Roe has kept it together. Roe is the friend. And this is why I was laughing at that peace treaty, because that peace treaty is only to benefit Brian. That's to benefit Brian. Brian just came on here and bragged that he talked to Roe, but yet got mad when Roe disclosed that they were texting. Where does that make any sense? What does that make you any different from Roe? It's crazy. Did you notice Brian hosted that peace summit with Roe, but used an unflattering photo of Roe as a thumbnail? That's another thing. It reveals his intent. Why you gonna use that thumbnail for Roe? Again, because that's how you really feel. You think you're shady. Again, y'all, I see right through this stuff. Baby, that boy is diabolical. That's exactly what it was, trying to block whatever. And then he really gets mad when Roe comes over here. He really gets mad when Roe comes over here. Because then he thinks that I'm using Roe because Roe goes off and tells things and it makes him mad. But he just did the same thing that he accused Roe of doing. Yes, it's a Tommy spirit, honey. That's the Tommy spirit. And see, I'm not. He always say I ain't broke like Tommy, and no, it's not the broke. It's not what you have. I mean, the same thing you accuse me of. You're trying to say you're better than Tommy and Castro. That's what you're trying to say. But what's really interesting is how you are sensitive, uber sensitive like Tommy, and some of those characteristics. Even though you haven't shown up to Rose's house, it's just how you come at Ro and everything. And what you don't do physically, you do verbally. You are a verbal abuser. And you do try to control Ro. You are a control freak. And because your life is out of control, you're trying to control everybody else's life. I think it's really interesting to me. I just come on and talk about what I see. But that's what it is. That's what it is. That he can't stand Ro coming over here. He cannot stand Ro coming over here.
But Jay, I'm going to continue to say that you, Treasure, even Shelly when she's here, y'all are YouTube whispers. These folks, y'all will be talking about something. And these folks are going to hit your link or try to hit your link, and they're going to bring you. They're going to bring up other situations. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I mean, you could say one thing, and they'll just start. You say one person name, and they'll start telling everything about what
Yeah.
happened.
That's what he
And the
did to
thing is,
Mississippi. He did that to Mississippi, Vivian. Mississippi said, wait a minute, we're not going to talk about that because we wouldn't have known about the guy who Mississippi was dating, talking about Brian's peen, I guess. But Brian brought that up because he does that to everybody. He did that to Roe. He did that to Mississippi. This is what he does. And he is so emotional, unintelligent that he will choose a scorched earth approach instead of trying to be diplomatic about it.
well, I'm not
And
even
I'm
saying
yeah.
Brian. I'm talking about like look at Tommy and Castro. If like right now we're talking about anything. If you said their name and if they were listening, you dropped the link, they were gonna hit this link and they were gonna go at each other.
Mhm.
And they not the only ones. They are not the only
Mhm.
ones, and they
They're
have not
not.
been the only ones.
No, they have not.
If
But they have been the most
if
physical.
you dropped the link and Jay Dunn was able to come over here, she'd be on the link. If you dropped the
She
link
would.
and Heidi was able to get on the link, she would be over here. They all,
No, no. I'm gonna give Heidi her props. She did.
but Heidi comes over and deals with other stuff. But Tulsa would
Mhm.
hit the link, and I'm not saying that. And Tulsa and Heidi are smarter than well. If you say one thing, that they gonna just lose it all on the floor. Now, if somebody else hit the link that they didn't like, it's a free for all. They gonna fuss and
Mhm.
cuss each other out. Now, my thing is this: I could care less, y'all, because guess
Yeah.
what? When that town hall meeting was going on, and even when Jay Wilson was doing the replay, or not the replay, was doing the color commentary, I was asleep. And the funny part
Baby.
was,
Go ahead,
all these
Viv. I was
people
laughing.
were having whole conversations about me. And I'm telling y'all, most of the time, I have no clue as to what people are saying about me until I listen to Jay Wilson or some of the people who not my friends on YouTube text me or call me or email me and say, "Girl, why they talking about you again?" I'd be like, "Who said what?"
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
laugh
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I
So
mean, and
that's where
people
I'm
really
at.
want you to be, and they really want you to go do something. All that uber sensitivity while doing health reads, trying to bait others to drag ops, deep jealousy over the smallest thing is definitely giving Tommy spirit. Okay, pretty mama, you said that, honey. You said that. That's about it. That's about it. That is about it. Uh huh. I don't know what that town hall was supposed to be, but it didn't. It didn't. It didn't work. Brian is cute with his grown teddy bear self, but Brian, I see you're crazy as cat pee. My God, today. I, it is what it is. I look. It is what it is. And again, all of that cursing this morning, I'm not even going back with him. I'm gonna let him get it out. I'm gonna let him say what he want to say because it's hurt. It's hurt in anger. And I understand, that he's been hurt and he's angry. But again, it is what it is. Even with the weed, I'm like, boy, you better go ahead and see if that trizepatide is going to interact with that weed. But you can't tell him nothing. So, but I'm still talk about it. I'm gonna still talk about it. It don't stop him from talking about stuff. I'm still gonna talk about it. So that's it. And you can't stop me from talking about what I talk about no less than you. And I wasn't angry because I saw you over there. I expected it. I wanted you to click the link. I didn't click the link because again, I'm not going to a town hall. I'm getting my money. I, okay? Baby, hey, I almost have
Jay,
4,000 folks up
Jay,
in here.
now,
This is easy.
Jay. I'm with you on that one. Why would I click on his link and make him money when I can come on my
Okay,
own show and make my own money and let y'all talk about me over there? Why would I help you
okay.
make money when I can go
If
on my
Brian
own
was
show and
smart,
make my own
instead
money?
if Brian was smart, instead of sitting up there typing, Brian is blocked. Why is Brian blocked? Brian should be blocked. Don't block him. Don't block. Y'all don't block nobody. I might have to go and unblock him. Brian shouldn't be blocked. I can block people on my own. Just make sure y'all getting them people who doxing and stuff. Don't block Brian. Is Brian blocked? Make sure Brian ain't blocked. But let me say this: if Brian was smart, he would have gotten his earpiece and made his coin instead of up there being typing all that stuff. He would have been doing that. But again, hey, but why am I gonna go over there? A lot of people are blocked unless somebody unblock them. Okay, I gotta unblock Brian. Brian shouldn't be blocked. He talks about any and everything but snaps when he barely mentioned. How weird is that? That's giving unstable. Pretty mama, he does. Hold on, Viv, take over. Let me see if Brian blocked. Because, I mean, I'm not blocking Brian. I mean, I block people for reasons. I block people to be strategic. Let me go over there and see if he's blocked. Hold on.
Listen, y'all. Today is one of them days where people are just doing what they do. You gotta love them from afar, and don't let these people drive you crazy. Cause they not gonna drive me crazy. Cause I'm already there. I'm already in crazy town. Y'all, I'm already in crazy town. Jay, nobody's
No,
blocked.
Brian is not blocked. No, yeah, no. I'm not saying you,
Sabrina,
Sabrina. I know you're saying that, but Brian is not blocked. I went to check. He's not blocked.
Sabrina say she not even in blue.
Okay, no, Sabrina. I didn't say that you blocked him. I'm just saying he's not blocked. He's not blocked. So that's all I'm saying. I didn't say you did it. Brian generates revenue for Pastor. He does. A
And
lot of
that,
people generate revenue, and I'm not
but that's
lying.
what I
See,
was
my thing
saying.
is this:
That's
I
why
am
I
so
said,
upfront.
y'all.
I'm not lying.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I said y'all like the YouTube whisperers, and people don't even realize that they generate revenue for you. And guess what? That's why I said you got to be strategic about stuff. And that's why I was talking about when I said what I said about going to past the house with the married man, guess what? I know that's going to generate money for him because people going to come back. They're going to get it and run with it. When they see me this morning, somebody going to take a snapshot of that picture
Girl,
and they going to run with it.
Vivian, they were more interested and concerned about your birthday, girl. Ooh, he don't even care about Vivian and her birthday. We 1099s. We 1099s. I don't know if y'all don't get that. Vivian say it all the time. We 1099s. But Vivian, they ran with the birthday girl. They ain't thinking about that man, that married man. Maybe they were more concerned
But
about the birthday.
and the dumb part was, and I knew that was going to get some, when
Honest
I said,
Row, this man done talked about you, Honest Row. That man done talked about you, Row. Yes, he did, Row. He said y'all been talking on the phone all night, Row. But yet you can't talk about him texting you. I think maybe he broke the treaty, Row.
but Jay, that's the other thing in reference to the birthday. I knew that when I said something, because what did I say? I said Jay Wilson is having a cash app party for my birthday. That's what I said. Now,
Mm-hmm.
that's the funny. You was like, oh Lord, Viv, and the thing is, again, controversy. I know, I know that they were gonna run with it.
It was funny to me. Oh, he
You
don't
can't
even
take these.
like you.
You right, Sabrina. You can't take these people serious for
You
real.
can't. Baby, I love it. I love it. Ro, I don't know if Ro is in here. I don't know if somebody just said that. But Ro, if you're here, baby, I think somebody done broke the treaty, Ro. I think the treaty just been broken, honey. Pastor Jay said, I block to be strategic. They do get so pressed. I wouldn't care at all because, I mean, I do. I do. Vivian is going to have a great birthday. She is. Because, baby, she done got a whole week's worth. Because, baby, now we talking about the birthday. Baby, people going to come on over. Yeah, where is Ro? Y'all stop calling people name out if they ain't here.
And guess what?
Stop
I
calling
am
people
gonna
name
have
out
a
if they
good
ain't here.
birthday. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't think people remember my birthday. I start warning them weeks in advance that my birthday coming up. Cause when I don't want them to miss my birthday. And they be like, you forgot my birthday. Well, you didn't tell me it was your birthday. So I ain't think
Okay,
you cared enough. I care about my birthday. I ain't think you cared enough. You ain't remind me.
okay. Let me see. I mean, because baby, I was reminding people 2 weeks before mine. But let me say this, and I want to thank the people who gave. It was like some people gave like $125 during the time that this stuff was going on, and I appreciate you all. Some of you all just want to be anonymous, and I appreciate that. But again, people don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and I just appreciate you all. Because at the end of the day, I've always been consistent. I've always been honest. I've always told you all why I come on here. I don't come on here to make friends and all of this stuff. You see how that works. You see how they was turned against each other. They've all come here to make coin. And the coin is going well, regardless of what people say. We don't appreciate the vile lies and defamation of Heidi. Child, she was lying, honey. But again, she was lying because, again, if she liked J Dunn so much, she would have let J Dunn still got the bag. Child, J Dunn ain't reach out. Heidi ain't reach out to J Dunn since. Ain't done nothing with J Dunn since. This is why I say this is funny. Yes, Pastor J, I'm like, who blocked and where is that person? My God, today. Right, as long as you know your birthday. Yeah, but they're trying to set you up. Sabrina, girl, they can't set me up. I done been here for a long time, Sabrina. Girl, they done called jobs. They done did XYZ. Again, the degrees ain't real, but they done checked that. I mean, it's funny. And then, you remember when they doxed my resume? And girl, that resume was tight. Wasn't that resume tight, girl? Wasn't that resume tight? And then they had nothing to say. I don't have to fake. I don't have to fake. Never come on here and be something that you're not. I don't have to fake. I don't have to fake success. I don't have to fake none of that. I just come on and just enjoy myself. And I know some of y'all don't like me. That doesn't matter to me. I am Jay. I love me. My partner loves me. My family loves me. My friends love me. And that's all who matters. Everybody else, hey. And if you love me and you come over here, and I appreciate you. Because again, we have fun. Y'all know y'all know the slogan, I'm gonna ride and live with you, but I ain't riding and dying with nobody. Nobody. Nobody at all. So that's how I feel about that. I'm always telling people to go get their education. I'm always telling people to connect spiritually. I don't have to sit up here and bark and preach and do all of that stuff. No, when I tell people how to get through and maneuver, okay? I had a lady say, I went to the University of the People, and I'm enrolling in classes. Y'all don't know that, but somebody actually took that and they're going with it. See, it's that stuff at the end of the day that I'm like, okay, this is why I'm on. I don't care these people get mad because we talk about stuff, but in the interim, we are really doing something. People are listening and they're getting their lives together. They understand that we live in a situation where people get mad now because I said Trump is cut and snap. Well, if you're a working person, you shouldn't worry about it. The people who up there getting on the system may be worried about it, but again, people got upset with that. I hate to let you know, it's very true. And whether you like it or not, it's true. He's cutting. And you got to be 64. So I guess Tim said he's 67. Well, you passed the test. It is what it is. So again, I'm not pressed over these folks. I know there's going to be many videos up today, baby. I'm going to eat lunch early because honey, we're going to make some money. Okay, it's gonna be better and better and better. You can either be bitter or better. And what I saw was bitterness. I didn't see betterness. I saw bitterness. I saw people who can't get their page back together, who ain't getting over 500 people. I see bitterness. And let me say this, Sir King, you did that. Let me tell you how you did that. You used me, but these people were fighting. You used those little clips to show people how ignorant they were. That's what you did. That's what you did. And then you, at the end, let these Mo3 people come in and try to attack Kwani and these other people because you're really not B sector. And then I heard Mr. West. I'm like, Mr. West, you're very confused. You don't know B sector history. You're very confused. Very confused. But again, that's what these people do. They don't know all the nuances and all the things, and they don't know that. And so I just think it's very funny how people come on and do things. So it is what it is. Being successful is our number one goal. That's the thing. Y'all be better and not bitter. This is why I look at Brian. Instead of Brian being better, he's sitting up here being bitter worried about this, and this, and wanting to straight. I want to straighten the record. If you spend more time being better, baby, how you trying to straighten the record? You'll have that trailer by now, girl. You'll have a whole triple wide by now. I mean, but again, I sit up here and laugh because I'm like, yep, he gonna click the
Wait a
link, and what
minute,
do you think
Jay.
he's clicking? What? What's
You
up?
talking about these people not knowing the history and stuff like that, and they being cute, confused and stuff. These folks ain't confused. I'm gonna tell you what they are. They are trying to be strategic, and they don't care about the history. What they care about is trying to make people believe what they are saying is true. If I say it
Mm,
enough times, it's gonna be true. No, it ain't. It's still going. It's just gonna be a lie that you repeat it over and over and over again.
yeah, Sabrina, I did get paid, girl. I did, and you're right, Vivian. You're right because again, these people are trying to weasel their way into the sector. This is not a sector that you can easily get in. It is not a sector that you can easily get in, and this is why I was telling people you let other people looking on the outside looking in get y'all confused. People know that the beef sector was lucrative. People know that we were going on cruises and having meet and greets. They weren't doing that. They weren't doing that. Honey, the beef sector was doing stuff that folk weren't even doing. I mean, all y'all see was that dark stuff. See, again, it's the dark stuff. And this is what I'm saying. The beef sector is like American history. You got some good and you got some bad. We had some good, and I think we have more good than bad. We've had meet and greets and cruises and all of this stuff, and because people know and they saw that we weren't worried about nobody doing something crazy. Maybe I would meet with these Mo3 and Black Sector folks because it's always a setup. It's always something. When we were on that cruise, it wasn't a setup. People really had a good time. They really did. And the people was there. They were looking. They were tuned in. That's the beef sector. And I didn't have to beg because the advertisement paid for itself. But I don't think we know what we have over here because we've allowed other people to come in and they don't know. And I think the beef sector had some rules and these people don't know. And they come on in and now they're trying to do this. So now you got the dragons in here big and it's like this ain't beef sector, okay? But that's what they do. That's why I look at Lemon and Avatar Nation, baby. They ain't old beef sector, but again, these people don't even show themselves, and that's why I look at it and I'm like, okay, whatever. But I'm going to enjoy what I do over here. I can't I can't control what other people can do or what they're doing. They said Jay Wilson doing all that cursing. Baby, y'all don't know. When I first started, baby, I was cussing folk out left and right. Are you serious? Are you serious? This ain't nothing new. Are you serious? So y'all really don't know B sector history. But let me say this. I'm not your pastor. I am not your clergy member. This is a show to me. This is just like Comic View. I come on and do my set, and when my set is over, I leave. I think Cheryl Underwood is a good example of somebody who really knows scripture, love the Lord, but she gonna have her show. No different than Bruce Bruce. I know Bruce done been to church. I know. But again, they do their show and they leave. I don't question those folks' salvation. I don't. And my thing is, at the end of the day, I'm still going to do my show. I'm 55 years old. I'm at the point of my life now. I don't care whether you go to church, whether you don't go to church. I don't care because people, what am I supposed to do? Nobody ain't running stuff over here. And that's the whole problem. I don't let people control me. Sir King tried to play that thing with the atheist. My point is that I would rather deal with a logical atheist than a zealous, unread, unlearned religious person any day. I am more apt to be with somebody who is spiritual and know their scripture than somebody who is churchy and just go to church. Because those are the people who are always doing this crazy stuff. And again, if you haven't been raised in church, if you haven't been in the church business and see all that stuff, then you don't understand what I'm saying. You don't understand what I'm saying. Because let me say this, a lot of y'all are church people. And this is why I think I can maneuver the beef sector so well, because baby, I done seen it done in church. Not to say that everybody in church is bad, but I don't deal with the people. I'm blessed of the Lord, highly favored. I just start walking away right then and there because, again, those people are usually the messiest ones, and you just got to watch out for them. I said it. And I don't take it back. Now, let me say this, Sir King. If you hire clowns, prepare to have a circus. And baby, you had a whole circus over there. If you hire clowns, then expect the circus. You don't hire clowns expecting some professional. Child, it is what it is. Let me tell you something, Vivian. I'm having a great time. I gotta go. But Vivian, thank you for coming over. No friends on YouTube. Brian, thank you for clicking on the link. Baby, thank you, thank you, thank you. Making me money. I appreciate it. And all of these people, Vivian, you
Jay
done slimmed
Wilson.
down real good, Vivian. You done slimmed down real good, Vivian.
Listen,
Oh, yeah. Come on.
I'm dropping down. Listen, I'm getting ready because I'm going to church, y'all. Believe it or not,
Okay.
I'm on my way to church, y'all. This is what 55 on the way to 56 looks like. No
Come on,
filter,
Vivian.
no makeup.
Okay, Vivian. Okay,
No
Vivian
filter,
slimmed
no
down
makeup.
real good. Real good,
So
dude. We
I
see
love
you,
y'all
Vivian.
all, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And Jay
Amen.
Wilson, guess what? We ain't friends,
What,
we
what, what?
1099s.
We 1099s, Viv. We 1099s.
Y'all
Deuces.
have a good
We
day.
1099s. Come on. We 1099s. But anyway, you all, thank you, Vivian, for coming on up. I don't know if okay, Vivian was short, but look, y'all, it's been real. Brian, thank you for coming up and contributing your part. You definitely read your script. Thank you. I mean, the people said you was two faced too. I mean, they must know something, but I ain't mad at you. I mean, I'm gonna be mad because you two faced. You know, Ro, you done seen what the man did, so he done said that y'all was talking and talking and talking. He using it as a weapon, Ro. So again, he don't care nothing about your feelings because he's using that as a weapon to say that you called him because he don't want the people to think that you texting him because that means that he's thirsty, but he wants to make you look thirsty. I get it. So it is what it is. Thank you all for coming over. Peace and love. Bye.